Hey Zelda fans, welcome back to Kaepora's Breath of the Wild Let's Play episode 21. We are in hot pursuit of the final tower that we haven't gotten yet. And shouldn't be too long. There's not a whole lot right here, as I recall. There are a handful of Koroks scattered around. A couple of animals. There's actually a shrine down there. The whole area... Ooh, hello. This is a rare ore deposit. Gives us a pretty decent chance of getting something good. 2 topaz and a flint. That's acceptable. There we go. Okay. So that area that you see down there with all the sand storm kind of thing happening, the area way over there, the sandstorm's happening because of the divine beast. But the area right here is actually a special thing. It's part of that biome. It's kind of part of the shrine quest. It's not really a shrine quest though. But it's kind of cool because as soon as you get in there, your mini-map goes away. It's like static. So it's one of the only places in the game where you don't have access to your mini-map. I don't remember. I think you can use your map in general, but it doesn't tell you where you are. Or no, maybe you can't use your map at all while you're inside, which means you can't teleport, which is kind of scary. Because if you get stuck in a weird place and you can't find your way out, or you get to the point where you're out of stamina or something and you're about to get killed by a whole bunch of things, it's not the best place in the world. But it doesn't matter. We are here right now. Winterwing butterfly. It's gone. Rock salt. It's just like a kick in the pants. We're gonna give you rock salt instead of something useful. He does have a spear that I would like to have. There's a moblin. And there's a bokoblin back here. It's only a blue bokoblin. Perfect. Okay, so the challenge part of this tower is getting up here, which we've already done by climbing the excuse me, by climbing the mountain. Otherwise, you have to go all the way up, you know, that thing, and then climb that thing and beat the other guy. And alright, Cass is over here in the tower. So we're gonna go get the tower and visit Cass, and I think the timeline, or the timetable is gonna line up pretty decent, so we can probably just do that shrine quest right away, which is pretty cool. So now I'm in kind of a rush to get up there. This is another one of those, something needs to be obscuring, or the sun needs to be in a certain position at a certain time of day, in relation to that shrine pad, in order for something to happen. Luckily, Cass is here to help us out. Excuse me. Got a tickle in my throat. Complete map of Hyrule extracted. So, the Gerudo Highlands, Gerudo Tower. The Gerudo Highlands are arguably my least favorite section of the map, because it's all mountain and there's not a whole lot here. There's some cool stuff, you know, just like everywhere in this game, there's some cool stuff. But, this is the Yiga clan headquarters, right here. And then there's a statue right here that's reminiscent of these statues. That's part of a quest. There's a handful of things that you need to get a picture of while you're up here. That will help out quite a bit here in the short term. So actually, I'm probably going to... I'm probably going to do that first. And then head to Gerudo City so we can get the stuff after we talk to Cass and do the shrine thing.
Yeah.
What if? No, but then... I was lost in a song. So he keeps writing these songs for the hero. Which is kind of interesting considering his master didn't really care for the hero up until like the very end.
Oh.
The clouds keep moving, but everything else freezes. As light shines from the northwest skies, from the tower's shadow, something. Pierce heaven's light to reveal the prize. Excuse me. So, sign of the shadow. Yeah. So basically, crap, it's going the wrong way. Okay, we're gonna do this anyway, because I think I can get it close with about noontime. Basically, you need to be on this pedestal whenever the shadow of the tower is on top of the pedestal, and then you need to shoot the tower with an arrow. Sounds complicated. It's not that bad. Wait until noon. Since it's 5:30 right now, I'm assuming around noonish might be the right time. Alright, so where's the shadow? Shadow's over there, so I just need to wait a little while. And I should be seeing it here shortly. Just gotta wait for the tower shadow to get over here. It's gonna take a bit. It's gonna take a minute. I don't remember if this one's... A lot of the shrine quests are gimmies. So once I get in, there's not actually gonna be a puzzle. What else can we talk about while we're here? That's something, but it's not really anything we need to care about right now. It's got some pretty great music in this game. Can't really see any of the details of the statues. You can see Gerudo City with its infinite water supply that comes out of, I don't know, somewhere crazy. And the shrine out in front of it. So that's kind of convenient. it's it's kind of convenient because it's right next to the city, but you're not actually in the city. And in order to get into the city, you have to change your clothes. So it's like every time you want to go in, you have to change your clothes, and I don't know. It is what it is. I'm not asking the Gerudo people to change, 1,000 years of semi-religious history in order to let me, the hero, come into their town every once in a while. What else? Whole bunch of ocean. Whole bunch of nothing ocean, and then bam. Mountains. The border mountains. Getting close. What else can we talk about? I guess he does kind of have that style. It's not the worst. Not the worst place to just kind of sit down and meditate. Here we go. I think it's got to be touching. Ah, see? It's active now. So all I have to do is shoot into the tower. I don't even have to hit the tower. But you saw how it how it turned red. The blue pieces, the pieces that are blue now turned red. That's how you know it's active. So it didn't have to actually be touching the shadow. And then we get the shrine. And we get to go inside and see if there's anything worth messing with. Oh yeah, I was going to show you this. We haven't talked about this yet. So as soon as you... It's pretty much right after you beat the first shrine, or maybe it's right after the tower. Anyway, really early on, you get access to what's called Hero Path mode, which is like one of the first, earliest DLC things ever. And it's arguably the best part of that DLC. But basically all you do is you hit X, and you can see it keeps track of a ton of time. Like you can tell from the little bar on the bottom, the little green bar is how much time we've used so far, that it's been tracking. We've been doing this for about at least 20 hours, because this is number 21, right? And you can see how small of a section that is. So you can easily get 100 hours, maybe 150, 200 hours maybe onto this tracking. And it follows you. Like this is what exactly Link did. This is where he went. Every time it does that little blinking thing is a time that I teleported. And you can change the speed. You can make it faster. You can make it slower. That's when I died the first time. You can go backwards and forwards. You can change, what your icons are. And it's just super cool to watch yourself. Like, this is the path that I went. Have I ever been down there? I don't remember. So now I'm gonna check, and I know for sure that I've been down there. And it's just so cool to see this little thing. This is something that I haven't seen in another game of significance like this. Sometimes they have replays of your individual levels or whatever, but something that just tracks everything that you do the whole time. So you saw, actually, I went back, but you saw we went up, followed the guy. This is when I was collecting arrows, and then that was just me farming. That was like an hour, more or less, of a farming time that I did. That little bitty circle right there. And then we were popping in and out. That's the time that the recording device kind of crapped out on me halfway through. Um, it's just great. It's just this little extra thing that they added in that nobody necessarily asked them for, and it just makes the game that much little better. So I fully encourage people to take advantage of this. You can totally see where you've been and where you need to go yet. See, there's huge swaths of land that I've never even investigated. By the end of the game, it's going to look a little bit more significant. Uh, we'll be beelining stuff from like one Korok spot or one shrine to another, but anyway, we haven't talked about that, so I thought I'd talk about that for a second. You get it really early on, so you can use that right away if you want to in the game. Whoops, that was silly. Yes, unless you're wearing stealth gear, then it doesn't matter. Modest test of strength. So this is a intermediate level. You know what? I'll just do this. Intermediate level guy. So he's probably going to be a 2 or a 3. Probably a 3. But it's the same general process. He's just not going to have as many weapons. So he's got 2 weapons this time. And those are probably a sword plus and a staff or a spear plus instead of the plus that we saw with the last one, or the plus that I'm using right now. I expect us to die. Come on. Yep. I'm okay using this. I'm gonna get another one. Not as good, but I'm gonna get another one. Gotta be careful. You don't want to be right behind those blocks because they can kind of swing through them sometimes, especially with like the spear. That time I just got a critical hit on him. It's lucky, it's not... There's no skill there. Trying to hit the eye while he's doing that circle thing. Just asking for trouble. Or you're asking not to hit him, basically, is what I'm getting at. Alright. So, we got our Guardian Sword Plus. And our Guardian Spear Plus. Both of them are good. They're not the best, obviously, but they're good. A bit shorter than your average spear, perhaps to facilitate use in tight spaces. Because... why? Why would that be important? Tough decisions. I guess I don't have to have one. I got the picture. It's good enough for now. Ooh, a Frostblade. I'll take that. Yep. So Frostblade, Shockblade, or Thunderblade, you know, they're the same as the Flame Blade, except you can't use it to do environmental stuff. So I've got a bunch of arrows. I don't really need to have the blades with me. You can't, like, swing it multiple times right away. You have to wait for it to charge up again before you can use it as an elemental attack again. So if you don't have arrows, these are a great alternative. If you do have arrows, not really necessary. Okay, we want to go back to the tower. Because we're going to jump off, and we're going to head up into the mountains, and we're going to get a couple of pictures. And probably at least one shrine, maybe 2 shrines along the way. We're going to need some frost gear. Excuse me. Just got this tickle in my throat. Driving me bananas. I need to go that way. I don't think there's a Korok thing here. There's some pretty cool, see these little kind of elevator things. It's not a good idea to use bombs this close up. That would be too easy, wouldn't it? I've got ladders. That's all I need. See, these ones have the rungs on the back too. That's just so weird to me. Gotta work my way through this little hole. There we go. Alright. Moblin's all ticked off. Goblin. I don't need your stuff. Yeah, yeah. Nope. So I actually only need 2 bits of the frost armor in order to keep me from freezing to death. And then this other one I can use for climbing. Ta-da! Resolvers. Now this will freeze me if I get hit by it, unless I have that 3rd piece of armor on. Not bad. Ice Breath Lizalfos. So he's technically an ice, like, elemental, basically. So if I hit him with something fire, he should disappear. There we go. But I don't need to, I can just beat him. Icy Lizalfo's tail. You need a handful of those for upgrades. I'm also moving very slowly because it's in snow. These pictures are going to hopefully fix that issue. Yep. Sometimes I just start jumping without knowing where the top's going to be. I see some luminous stones over there, and some spicy peppers. Or wait, are these wild berries? These are wild berries. Good. you don't need too many wild berries, but they're just another thing. You're not gonna run out of space for them. So take all the ones you can. No one else is gonna be using them. Ooh, this is a frost talus. So frost taluses are kind of tricky. There's an igneo talus, which is a fire talus that has the same kind of issue, but basically you're fighting it, and if you touch it, it will freeze you. Just like the fire one will set you on fire if you touch it the way that it is now. Now I think if I have this third level of gear, this unfreezable gear, then I won't be frozen even if I touch it. Aha! Success. Where's its core? Oh, it's on the back. Interesting. I'm gonna have to do this a different way. Okay. So if you knock it down... Oh, wait, I can do that. Hold on. Yeah, this is so much easier whenever you don't have to... So if I had to fight him without this armor on... If I had to fight him without this armor on, I would basically... Did not remember that was... I would hit him with something fire first. Like a fire arrow or a flame blade or something like that. And that would basically take the... This is going to be such a pain in the butt. That would basically take the frost power out of... Oh, you know what? I've got this guy. Look how much damage that does. It's just not even funny. And then he falls down on top of me. Nope, not close enough. It is very tricky to dodge those sometimes. Nope. So if you hit him with a bomb right underneath him, you can usually get him to crouch for a second. I can't get on top of him. He's like, where did he go? I don't know what kind of sense of feeling this guy has. It's so much more difficult whenever it's on the back. I should just hit him the old school way. Don't need to spin, just hit him. I'm doing plenty of damage. There we go. So yeah, it's a frost talus. And it was actually a kind of a rare breed, but I'm not seeing anything except for opals and... I guess there's a couple of... I thought there was a sapphire in here. Maybe I already picked it up. And you got these, which are kind of nice. So, it's still random, but... Any dang way. That's how you fight a Frostalis. If you've got 2 levels of frost armor. You got your ice keys. I don't know that we've seen one of those yet. This is another one that you really want to hit with a spear if you can. Because if you let it get too close to you and you touch it, it'll freeze you. Not as annoying as the shock one, for sure. But still. Probably don't need to be using this particular. Do I have? I think I've got, yeah, I've got room for bows. Dun 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 dun. I'm kind of getting sidetracked. This game is really good about sidetracking you. I saw one of these over here and I was like, something suspicious is happening. Oh yeah, I just need to roll it over there, don't I? Or I can just pick it up and move it. This one's pretty good about letting you get it into that hole correctly. There's the down arrow, the red arrow face. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, we're going up there. We're actually going to make our way over the top of that and hit something on the way, but because yeah, we need to be up here, Gerudo Summit, and we need to be right here. Might actually pin that just so I have a bearing. I don't get lost in the snow. If I went straight down, I would be on top of the Yiga clan headquarters. But they're kind of jerks, so I don't really need to. On the way to the clan, however, the canyon that leads to it, there are like 5 Koroks. And they've all got the same kind of requirements. So many fangs. It's wonderful. You got Farosh hanging out. This is another place that he shows up regularly. Oh, they're riding bears. How cool is that? I don't know that I've ever seen that before. Okay, so something that we haven't done yet, because we've got Stasis Plus now, if you've got an enemy that's riding like a horse or something, and you use Stasis on them, which I'm really bad at aiming for some reason, they stay in place, but their mount keeps going. So it's really funny to just watch them fall off of their horse or whatever. Yes, I took your axe. What are you going to do about it? That's right. Where's that bear? Hey bear, I saved your life. Let me ride you. Grismaw. Grizzlemaw? Oh no. Come on. We're friends. I just want to ride you. I can't defend. I can't lock onto him. He's okay. I'm not a bad guy. Yes. Dun, 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 dun. Options. Wish there was a way to do this faster. Close enough. Alright. Good job, good job. We're going up there. He can't climb or anything, so it's not like I'm gonna hold on to him for too long. It'd be cool if he could, like, attack and stuff. Nope. Oh, now you go. Alright, fine. Thanks for the ride. Get up there. Slowly but surely. Alright. We got an ice whiz robe. We've got some sort of random bokoblin craziness happening. He's got a magic wand. That's just asking for trouble. It is kind of handy though, because we can use that for... You can see there's something in here, right? I actually need... Oh, I just need to stand next to it. This is kind of slow, but it will melt it. There's a bokoblin in there. I don't know that I care about that. This one has a bokoblin. This one doesn't necessarily have anything. Let's see. Do I already have a picture of an ice whiz robe? I do. I'm gonna wait till he sees us. Unless he's right on top of us. That's gonna be super annoying. There we go. Do I already have a picture of this? I do. Okay. I don't need an ice rod right now. I think, perhaps, there might be something in this one that's worth. Can't have too much wood, right? Fire rod's badly damaged. Now he's gonna pick up the fire rod. He's gonna be like, I am a wizard, moblin, bow to my awesomeness. And he goes off the side. There's a chest down here. Ice arrows. I'll take it. So there's a surprising amount of life in these mountains, considering, you know, it's frozen tundra, basically. still got a little, still got a little ways to go. So much mountain climbing. This is gonna be so much faster after. I can't wait. That'll be our first divine beast for sure. The DLC, the Champions DLC, that it fills in a lot of the backstory for the other champions of Hyrule. So Darunia, or sorry, I can't remember his name now. Mipha, you've got Mipha, of course. Can't forget Mipha. And, shoot. Trying to remember all of their powers, because they put their names in their powers. It's gonna come to me. You got Daruk's Protection, you got Mipha's Grace, you've got Rivali's Gale, and what is her name? It's the Gerudo girl. Whoops. That's one of the things we have to get a picture of. There should be a Lionel around here somewhere. Is it anger or... Night Shield. I don't need another one. I'm good. This is gonna bug me. I know it. I know what her name is. I just can't think of it. I'm terrible with names. Anyway, the champions all have more backstory information. There's a Lionel. It's a white maned Lionel. So, this is the tougher version of the Lionels. I don't really want to fight him right now. But you can see he's got a Lionel bow, which is super awesome. And he's got a Lionel spear. Usually the Lionel gear is pretty amazing. Overall. So he's just gonna keep shooting arrows at me until I die. Just shoots them up in the air. And if I stop moving, I end up dying. It's not good. There is a shrine over here somewhere. Go away. I don't want to hurt you any more than I already have. They just keep coming after you. There's not like... They don't understand that you can destroy them super easy. There it is. We'll get this first. So we have a halfway decent transportation point. Teleportation point. Now I'm protected against its ice breath, at least. I want you to just run into my blade, please. Thank you. Come again. Moonlit Scimitar. Another Moonlit Scimitar. I like to keep a spear, but until until we get to the Royal Guard, or sorry, the Royal Arms level. So like the Royal Spear, basically. It's just not necessarily worth it. The damage isn't going to be super great. Lionel Spears. Oh yeah, definitely. Those are the best spears in the game, basically. I say that. Technically, I want to say the Royal Guard spear is the best, but it tends to break easily. All the Royal Guard stuff has major test of strength. Yes, please. So you can see this one doesn't have any of those columns, but it's got water everywhere. So you're going to be using Cryonis. Actually, I could show you something kind of cool, and I don't know how significant it's going to be. Make sure I've got a picture of this guy first. I think I've got a picture of all the Guardian Scouts at this point. But this is level 4, I believe. Got 3 things. Yep, okay. That's all you do. That's all there is to it. Nothing fancy. You need something in between you and them, and nah, it's not doing as much damage as I thought it would. It's almost 100 apiece, but still, it's not good enough. Ooh, that was somewhat unexpected. This Can you imagine a bow or a boomerang that big that you have to throw with 2 hands? And then it coming back at you. You're like, I'm gonna catch this. I feel super confident. Ancient Battle Axe, Guardian Spear. Yep. Yep. Capable of easily piercing most armor. Do I need another one? I guess I can swap it out for this one. Since I've used that one a little bit, I don't necessarily need 2. Silver Rupee. Acceptable. Kinda want to get rid of that. But then again, I've got a ton of one-handed swords right now. It's good to hold on to decent two-handed blades for special occasions. Just running around town, your one-handed swords are where it's at. Actually, your spears are probably the best for that, but once you get into combat and you don't necessarily know what you're doing, One-handed swords are the way to go. Yes. Slow down time. Strafing. I've already talked about this. I have 8 orbs, so I can get 2 stamina points once we get into town, which is going to be a little while. I still need to go way over here. Ah, this is one of those areas that you can't summon horse to. It's fine. It's not unreasonable to expect your horse to not want to go up into tundra, right? Well, the area just north of Snowfield Stable, that's definitely a place where you want to put your horse. But I guess this is technically inside the mountains, so it's different. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Okay. I was gonna say, this felt like a trap. Alright, do I have a picture of Icy Chews yet? I do have a picture of Icy Chews. I'm gonna not risk dying. Ah, you bastard. Octoroks sneaking up on me. Snow Octoroks. Alright, come on, we're almost there. We're so close. Then we can get out of the tundra for a while. And the next time we come back, it'll be a lot easier. It's pretty, though. It's always pretty. These are your frost pebblets. We saw some of those of the fire type in the volcano. That's how I choose to deal with these pebblets.
Yep.
Come on. I can't be frozen, so... Timing's a little bit off because I'm in the snow. I gotta be careful. I'm gonna get this. And then it's gonna be super cool. Yoink. I took your sword. So he spends about 3 seconds whining. You took my sword, you jerk. And then he dies, so it is what it is. So there are some treasure chests in the sand and the snow that you get and you think it's just a treasure chest, and you got to be super careful about that, because sometimes if they're not magnetic, then they are probably Octoroks. There's a special kind of Octorok called a treasure Octorok, which basically lures you in with a treasure chest, and then once you're like right on top of it, it busts out and it does some damage to you. It's not like it's gonna kill you right away, but it's not pleasant for sure. I seem to remember a somewhat annoying Korok in this general vicinity. If I don't find him. Ah, there it is. Okay. I've done this before. More times than one. And it's never fun. It's never super fun, I should say. Sometimes you get it on the first try and you feel amazing. But that's not very often for this kind of stuff. See, you got three. You got three of these. And you've got this little hole down here. So you just kinda try and get it in. And it's like, nope. That's not gonna work. Nope, that's not gonna work. I think if I do this... It's a little more controlled. But it's still... If I can get it down there without falling off of the side, like I just did, then I can push it the rest of the way, or I can status it the rest of the way. But it's just kind of annoying. I'll come back. It'll be easier the next time I'm here. Alright, this is the second thing we came for. Right here. The statue of the 8th heroine. Okay, that's it. That's all we're here for. Those two things. Got your... See, there's there's a statue, and she's holding her arms out like there would be like a sword or something in front of her, and there's no sword. So that was the sword that I took a picture of up here. So now that we have those two things, we can go to Gerudo Town. We'll do that shrine. Get some armor. We can't go into the town yet. But, actually, the guy's not going to talk to us until we have the clothes on. That's kind of annoying. That's okay. We can make it work. Ah, yes. Fantastic. The desert's also home to the Moldoga, which is it's kind of like a sand whale. I don't have a better term for it. It's a big fish-looking thing that swims through the sand. And they are very powerful, and they will mess you up if you're not paying attention. Dun, dun, dun. The Blizzard Rod is the upgraded version of the Ice Rod. This guy's got fire arrows. I am the only one that's allowed to have fire arrows. Who said you could have fire arrows? Who gave you permission to have fire arrows? We haven't done a whole lot of that yet. It's pretty handy. You can build up a little bit of energy. The lower the ranking of the opponent, the the longer you can hold on. So a black Lizalfos is like the 3rd level of the Lizalfos, the standard Lizalfos stuff. So you're not going to be able to hold on to him for very long. But like a standard Lizalfos, you might have him for 4 or 5 seconds. Nope. Not interested. that. I don't care for that. I don't care for that. I don't need that. What's over here? Other than another of those alphas. Nope, it's still cold. I'm not gonna check with it. If it's important, we'll get it later. There are 4 Moldogas in the desert at a time before the blood moon respawns them. But they're kind of scattered. They're in specific locations, but they're not like in all the same spot, basically, which is good because that would be problematic, to say the least. Fighting 4 of them at the same time would be a pain. Fighting one of them is kind of a pain. It drops some good stuff, though. Usually you don't have to kill more than like 2 or 3 in a whole game to get everything that you need. Alright, so we're going across the sand. At night, it gets cold in the desert, so what we're wearing now is good. During the day, we would be hurting going across the desert. I think I've got a picture of these already. Yep. Volt fruit. Ba-doop, ba-doop. Ba-doop, ba-doop. I know, I see it. It's right there in front of me. You don't have to keep reminding me that there's a shrine. The way to get around in this area is sand seals. It's not a horse, for sure. It's pretty cool. What? No, I'm not a spy. Benja. I'm a merchant, the leader of a caravan. Well, allow me to share with you my heroic tale. It's been close to a week now. The guards have kicked me out more than I can count. How do you keep getting in so that they can kick you out? Of a man that slipped into this well-guarded town, frequently traveling between Kaepora Bazaar and Gerudo Town. So he spotted. Yep. So this is important. Obviously, you got to get access to the city in order to deal with the divine beast. So that's why it's a main quest item. But you also need... There's a lot of cool stuff in there. So... Dun, 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 dun. The whole picture. We haven't seen this yet. This is like electricity. I mean, it is electricity. But it's... Well, it's electricity. Let's just leave it at that for now. Basically, all these things on the ground are circuits. And whenever you put something electric between 2 nodes, it carries the charge beyond where it was before. So you got to take all these metal things, and you want to keep the charge going across this whole circuit. In order to do that, I need to get the other barrel, which... Oh, wait, I don't have that yet. I need to do the other side first. I think I can do that. Maybe. Perhaps. Maybe, perhaps. I want to say, is there a cheap way to do this? You can, but it doesn't count. Alright, let's see. Instead of going there, I want you to go here. And then that'll transfer over here, and I want this to go over here. And that'll open this one. Gives me another barrel. So, because I have a barrel, or another barrel, I can make this thing go here, this one go here, and then pull this one back here, and then it opens up. Oh, hold on. I didn't let go of it. It opens up the next thing. And it's a chest, but it's also a metal chest. And metal is good. Come on. Seriously? That's weird. It's a Thunderblade. I have one of these already. I actually need to drop this off at my house. Because I'm not going to use it right away. I didn't have a picture of it. Huh. Gotta be careful about that. Alright. So, there's this. Over here. There. You can also use metal weapons, I guess. I think you can use them just as like regular metal things. Yeah, see. So if I didn't know how to solve this puzzle with the barrels that they provided, I could use metal weapons to do the same thing. So that's kind of a neat thing, right? It's another way to get through the level. There we go. Oh, it's just not close enough. There we go. That should do it. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. So the electricity thing is the mechanics in a couple of other shrines. Well, actually, it's in several shrines. There's no mechanic that is only in, like, one shrine. They tend to reuse it somewhat. That is a cool sitting position. I don't know that I could do that. Having their legs that overlapped, basically your knees would be... maybe I can do that. That would just be super uncomfortable, though. Okay, it's daytime. So we're not super high yet, but it's getting there. It's slowly upticking. We're gonna go talk to this Gerudo lady.
Savota.
Savota.
Hmm?
Marina. Wait, you're a Vo. Vo are forbidden here in Gerudo Town. Only Vi are allowed inside.
Hmm?
I mean man, obviously.
Ah.
You don't even know the difference between Vo and Vi and are trying to enter town.
Hmm?
Can you be more specific? Can you tell me the difference between between a man and a woman? I don't even know, I mean, Gerudo-wise. Because there has been at least one Gerudo male of the species.
Savota!
Savota, Frelly. You crossed the Gerudo Desert. Yes. Of course I did. Common sense to travel the desert with sand seals. My name is Frelly. She rents out sand seals. Yeah. Tell me about these sand seals. Yep. Alright, I already know how to do this. I'm just gonna show you. Wait, what did you say? Oh, right, you can't go into town. Yep. Inside the town walls. So if you want one, you have to do it yourself until you get in town. Basically, these are kind of like horses. Wild creatures. You gotta sneak up behind them. And then, instead of mounting them, you kind of catch them. There it is. and you do your little shield surfing thing behind it. So this does do a little bit of durability damage to your shield. It's not very significant. I've never actually lost a shield while I was doing this, but it's a great way to get around the sand, the desert. We're going over here. You can dash. You can't really turn as quickly whenever you're dashing, obviously. That makes sense. This is a wild sand seal, so as soon as you disengage from him, you're going to lose him, and you're going to have to pick up a new one. Or you can just teleport back somewhere. In town, you can rent them for... I am way off course. You can rent them for, like, it's not very much, it's like 20 rupees or something like that. Ah, yes. Divine Beast number 3. I am the camel that stalks the desert. It's pretty cool. As far as camels go, this might be the best. Camels are not usually that problematic in the world. So this guy's definitely got some attitude. And for some reason, there's lightning. It comes in handy later. Let's get into that later. Anyway, we want to go here first. This is the bazaar town, the Kaepora Bazaar.
Hey.
A treasure hidden inside a sandstorm by an ancient civilization. That's a shrine. Shifty merchants. Yeah. Okay. Got a Gerudo lady with some hydromelons and palm fruit. Emery. I gotta talk to you right now. Suspicious vendors. Pretty much any merchant that isn't Gerudo looks suspicious. One Vi merchant in full Gerudo garb. She frequents the general store a lot. So yeah, that's where we want to go. I believe there it is. Yep. This guy wants an elixir or something. Can't remember. I'll talk to him in a second. Silver rupee, always acceptable.
Hi.
Savolta. Have we met before? His name is Guy. Presumably he's a guy.
Oh.
I've been to Rito Village to try and earn some money. It's incredibly hot here during the day. An elixir that can help beat the heat from insects with cooling effects and monster parts. Yeah, I know. I will get you an ice guy. Dun dun dun. So we need some frost. Yep. Just hold one of these and one of these. It doesn't need to be super great. It just needs to be an elixir. I'm pretty sure anyway. Here you go. Here's that elixir you were looking for. It'll give you 3 minutes of awesome. Soxo. There's a memory over here. And I want to hit Beetle too while I'm here. Thanks for coming to see me. You appear to have a bladed rhino beetle. Yeah, I know. We go over this every time. Unless there's like a bunch of different beetles, in which case, still. What you got? Let's see. Let me check my reference book of awesomeness. Summerwing butterfly. Smotherwing butterfly is on the list, but summerwing butterfly is not, so I probably don't need any more of those. Cold darners are not on the list. Seriously? Tireless frogs. Tireless frogs are not on the list either. Well, that means I don't need to buy any of these. No, wait, hold on. I need to buy all these. Wow! All these arrows, anyway. I've only got 119 arrows. Wow! I like to have a solid 500 at all times, just in case. Alright. We got a Goron.
Oh. Oh.
For a few hours each day, clearing a path. I don't know that I've ever seen it clear before.
Savota.
Her name's Rip. Savota. Though you are a Vo, even if you make it to town, you won't be able to get in. I don't recommend. I'm good. Man, just look how tall they are compared to me. Even the Sheikah are like, or the Sheikah. Where is that memory? It's over here. Right? Yep, there it is. That cloud-shaped rock outcropping is kind of a dead giveaway. This was one of the first memories that I found by myself in the first game that I played. Because it was like, I know that rock. This is a... There's no chance that this is somewhere else. The Yiga clan. Their clothes haven't changed in 100 years. That's all you need. Sometimes that's all you need. Of course, if this is Link's memory, he shouldn't have known the part about Zelda being alone by herself. Any dang way. I need to stop saying that. I say that way too much. So, we are looking for the girl. Is that a hardy lizard? Cool. Those are pretty rare. Just in case. Alright, we're looking for the quote-unquote girl who is selling, or sorry, who has armor. They sell one of these a piece. It's just like, why? Why would you sell me one arrow? I don't care for this at all. That's the general store. This is the inn. We talk to them. They give us some information. Blah, 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 blah. But what we want to do is we want to go up here. They're like, she usually goes to the roof. Okay.
Hi.
What a lovely young lad you are. So you can tell from here that something's going on with this face.
Hmm.
Heard about a man who's stuck into Gerudo. Villia.
Hmm.
You're making my cheeks.
Ah.
See you completely differently. I'll take them. 600 for a full set. That's pretty good. That's a good deal.
Oh.
The artist notes about Link's
Whoa.
Vi suit or Gerudo suit was kind of funny because they had to make he's really good in getting into it. They had to make it something that Link would be able to wear as a guy, but that would make him kind of look like a girl, basically, right? Without making him too feminine.
Oh. Ah.
You can see most of the beard. Yeah, Link doesn't have a beard. I could buy more from him if I wanted to, but I don't have to. Also, this has a benefit of being heat resistant. So that means that whenever you're messing around in the desert, you're not necessarily going to die right away during the day, which is great. So not only does this trick people into making you think that you're a girl and you can get into town, it also has an environmental benefit. This is not something you want to take into battle with you, obviously. But it's good for this. Anyway, I don't need to talk to him. They're gonna let me in. I don't even need to talk to him to let me in. But I want to talk to this guy right here. He's my next stop. Come on. Savak. Bozai. The name is Bozai. 35 single and I love jogging. Especially on sand. Tenacious as a tick. Nice sand jogging. Give me those boots. Super rare. I'd happily give them to you, but... you hungry little boot monster. 8th heroine. Yes. I actually have a picture of her. Show me the 8th heroine, I'll give you the sand boots. The bronze giant. Dun, 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 dun. So it gives you the snow boots. This basically mitigates the issue of being in snow. Yeah. Unsolved and possibly unsolvable puzzle. As Miss Boots spins her wheels on it, we'll go closer. No. You made it back safely. I literally didn't leave at all. just an urban legend. It doesn't actually exist. I found it, you jerk. See? Right here. This is what it looks like. Dun da 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 dun. Give me the boots. Sand boots, please. And this is a thing that mitigates your sand speed. It actually makes you a little bit faster, which is good. So he returned. I returned the snow boots that I was theoretically using in the meantime. And then I need to go talk to him again. Where the hell did he go? Ah, he's up here. Maximum woo. Snow boots in the desert. That doesn't feel like a good idea. I want the snow boots. I want them all. That's too bad. I don't care about your feet. As a surprise present, but I'll go look for it. That's that sword that we took a picture of. Alright, you jerk. Feast your eyes on this, you boot jerk. It really exists. Damn straight it does. Give me your snow boots. And now you have nothing. Sassy. Yep, that's a good word. Not a chance. Link. Breaking men's hearts since forever. Alright, this is a good place to stop for now. Next time, we're going to make it into the Gerudo town, and we're going to do some stuff there. Not anything too crazy right away. And then I want to go to Zora's Domain, and up here. We'll go to Zora's Domain and unlock it. That'll probably take a whole episode to do, because it takes a while to get up the up the mountain path. And then after that, we should be ready for the forest. Realistically speaking, we're only like 3 orbs away from having enough pieces. Yeah, 3 more. So we'll end it here for now, and we'll come back and hit Gerudo Town next. So see you later.